Brian Flores took a different approach than many of us have seen before. Very reminiscent of Roger Staubach.
Yeah, so we can compare a rookie QB to a toddler.
So that's why I have the Mavs winning in 7, and then Luka's just going to be Luka.
Hayward's absence for this game will be significant, and I wouldn't be surprised if this game turns into a blowout as of late.
The Golden Knights just can't pull it. I really think the Avalanche are determined this year.
They made so many moves and grabbed so many guys that they have to win a championship or at least make the finals. They were on our championship and bust.
Dallas has just been on a tear. I believe we can attribute that to Jason Robertson. Also, Jake Ottinger, who's really stepped in.
Kaprizov and the rest of this crew. Jordan Greenway, who doesn't get enough props. He definitely is somebody who needs to be mentioned more. I definitely think this is going to be a great series, and I'm interested to see how much Kaprizov can impact the game as a rookie.
Yeah, and as a Cowboys fan, I have learned how dangerously good Aaron Rodgers has been with he can just thread a pass.
Is the Avalanche versus the Blues. I believe the Blues are starting to play some of their best hockey all year, so they can push this to 6 games.
If Leiter's there, I'm happy with Leiter because I think he fits into what you were saying about a much quicker thing. But if Leiter's not there, which is seeming so, I say Jordan Lawler at number 2.
The same self. The only year he won an MVP was the year he cheated, which really should put something against that MVP. But
there will be a Rodgers playing for Green Bay, even though he may not be the quarterback. But it's still unknown there. Austin is giving me the dead stare, so I guess don't mention Aaron Rodgers to him right now.
A top 3 corner in the league in Jair Alexander, and pairing him with a really fast corner should definitely assist in their ability to guard anybody in their division and anybody in the league.
Hello, I am Ruby Ackerman, and you are listening to Outsider's Opinion with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NBA Opinions of the Week for August 29th. Make sure to check out our other Opinions of the Week for August 29th. And now we're going to be talking some NBA, well, first of all, let's talk about the Lakers and Nets. Just adding every single veteran because the Lakers added Rondo. They're possibly getting Jordan. I kind of hope a team just claims him on waivers just so then they can't pick him up because he has to clear waivers first. And then you, of course, have Aldridge. You have Millsap. JJ Redick has not gone to the Nets yet, correct?
Correct.
Okay. JJ Redick's most likely going to go to the Nets, in my opinion. But just picking up every veteran player, I really don't like it because they're just creating mega super teams, and they have to make the finals.
They have to win. They'll be in our championship or bust.
Oh yeah, and if you could do championship or bust, just to a higher degree, Lakers and
Nets on steroids, yeah.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, we're probably going to do a tier list for this one, especially. When we say championship or bust, we don't mean they have to win it. We mean they have to make it. Nets and Lakers are definitely in the territory where they have to win it because of the moves they made. It's been a crazy offseason. What were you going to say?
Funny stat. I don't think you can guess this one because there's nothing to guess. The Lakers have the most NBA All-Stars from 2012. I believe that's the stat. You have Jordan, you have Anthony, you have...
I thought it was 2015.
Maybe 2015. 2015 is better because...
because DeAndre Jordan didn't make it in 2012. Okay. He made it in 2015, though. Or maybe he made it in 2016. No, I think DeAndre Jordan made it in 2016. But the reason being that you have Carmelo Anthony, you have James, you have Davis, you have Westbrook. I mean, you have Rondo. Huh?
They still have Gasol.
Oh yeah, Gasol. I think that's all of them. But yeah, they have a lot. And the addition, if they do make it with DeAndre Jordan, they have so many former All-Stars that the rich get richer.
Yeah, it's just must be a thing in LA of just spending a lot of money with the Dodgers and the Lakers. But we can now move on to the main thing today, which is we're going to rank out of 5 players, Kemba Walker, DeRozan, Westbrook, Lowry, and Dinwiddie. Who will have the? We're gonna rank them with which player will have the most impact on each team, on their new team that they signed with this past offseason or got traded to. So I'll let you do your list first.
So at number 1, I have DeMar DeRozan. At number 2, I have Spencer Dinwiddie. At number 3, I have Kemba Walker. At number 4, I have Russell Westbrook. And at number 5, I have Kyle Lowry.
Wow, you have Lowry at 5?
I do.
I have Lowry at 1.
Wow. I feel like how the Heat are going, they've also made additions like PJ Tucker, and they've made some good moves. But I feel like Lowry, while he will be impactful, I don't know if he'll be as impactful towards wins as all the other guys.
I kind of took it more in like the playoffs sense, but I think he's going to be a big part of them because look at what happened to the Heat when they didn't have Dragic in the finals. So I'm kind of seeing Lowry is going to be a healthy and he's going to be a key part of that offense. So that's why I have him at 1. But I agree with you with 2. I have Dinwiddie. I think that's going to be a great pairing with him and Beal. Then I have DeRozan. I'm Zach LaVine. What was his 3-point percentage last year?
High.
I think it was okay. It was high, so he will do well. And it's just he didn't shoot the 3 a lot, but you have LaVine. Then I have Kemba because I don't think Kemba's gonna play much this season. I think he's gonna be injured with his knees. So that's why I have it that way. And then I have Westbrook because of the reason to talk about, like how much of an impact can you do when the rest of the team is mostly previous All-Stars. So that's why I have Westbrook at the bottom. So that's I'm surprised you had Lowry at 5.
Yeah. They're already a great defensively sound team, so I don't know how much he adds on defense considering that fact. Bam and Butler have been great defensive pieces, and then they obviously added PJ Tucker, who's already known to be at least quality defender. I know he didn't play great defense in the finals. He got crossed by Chris Paul, which is pretty funny. Or was that Devin Booker that crossed him? I think that was Booker that crossed him. But
yeah, it was Booker because they used to play against each other.
Yeah, that's right. But it'll be interesting. I have DeRozan at 1 because of his passing ability. He averaged almost 9 assists last year or 8 assists last year, and I feel like he should be the facilitator for this team, even though Lonzo Ball's on the team. Lonzo is a great 3-point shooter. Same with Zach LaVine. So I feel like those 3-point weapons, along with Vucevic, who still shot over 40%, they have a great shooting team. So I feel like if DeRozan can have the ball in his hands, he could play like LeBron, where he's just driving, shooting middies, and facilitating. Obviously, DeRozan's not LeBron, but I feel like he could be that for the Bulls this season, especially with how their team is rolling. So that's why I have DeRozan at 1.
Can you say what you said about Lonzo Ball again, please?
He's a great 3-point shooter, so I feel like
that's it. I heard you the first time. I just wanted you.
Do you disagree?
Funny. No. I agree. It's just funny because coming out of college, he had that weird looking shot, and then he completely remade it, and he's a great 3-point shooter.
Another great thing about him is he's a great defender. Lonzo's a great on ball and a zone defender. He's quick. He's tall for a guard. He's 6'5"-ish, but he can make some great plays. And I do think he'll be one of the most impactful players on their team. They obviously added Alex Caruso too, and Kobe White's going to be coming off the bench also. So I really like this team. I feel like the Bulls are definitely going to be high on my playoff prediction.
Yeah, I agree with you. He probably still doesn't warrant the number 2 overall pick, but it's just funny seeing how he has changed his shot and can shoot threes compared to another number 1 overall pick who just does not take threes and is now looking to be traded.
For a second, I thought you were talking about Markelle Fultz, but then I realized you said doesn't shoot threes at all, and then I realized you were talking about Simmons.
Yeah, Fultz still has more time, and he doesn't have such like the monetary value applied to him yet as much as Simmons. Because Simmons, is he at the Supermax? Or no, he's just at a max contract?
He's not Supermax, no. He shouldn't be. I don't think he is.
I'll check his contract numbers.
I really don't think he is, because Supermax, I don't think he's made an All NBA team. I really don't. And because that's the case, I don't think you can get the Supermax.
Maybe he's not a Supermax, but he is making $33 million per
Yeah,
year.
I think that's just the max.
Okay.
That's the max at that age. At his
Okay.
not age. Tenure in the NBA.
Yeah, still a lot of money for a guy that doesn't shoot threes.
Yeah, no doubt.
So now let's go to our rookies who can help a team to the playoffs. They must play a significant role. You mentioned a Bulls player. I have a Bulls player on this list.
Wow.
So,
Oh, wow.
do you want me to go then? Or do you want to?
Yeah, you go first this time.
I got Ayo. I feel Ayo, I was surprised he fell. So I think he is going to be a big player.
Wow.
And if you maybe play him with some other centers, as he played with, why am I forgetting
Coburn?
that center? Yeah, Coburn. So I think maybe sometimes he plays with Vucevic. He's not going to be starting, but I think he's going to be a very key bench player. Then I have Moses Moody for the Warriors. I think he'll be a good bench player. And then I have Kai Jones, the center. I think he starts. Because didn't they trade their center? Or no, they still have their center. Or do they get Plumlee? Who's
Kai Jones?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a big player for the Hornets.
Yeah. I think they still have Zeller.
Okay, that's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think they still have Zeller.
But I think Kai Jones is going to do well. And I think Moody is a good player for the bench, which is what the Warriors really need, is a good bench, because they have great starters. Who are your three?
So you were right. We do have one player that's the same. You predicted that before the video started, that we would have at least one, and we do. Moses Moody. I'll just start off with that one because we both had it. Moses Moody, he was a great player for Arkansas this past season. He obviously won the big run to the Elite Eight and was outstanding for them during that run. And I feel like the Warriors were using more than Jonathan Kuminga, who is more of a raw prospect who shot under 40% in the G League last year. So I feel like Moody will have a bigger impact, and he would be a good bench player for them, especially as they make a push for the playoffs. Next, I have Corey Kispert for the Wizards. I feel like his three-point shooting ability will be much needed for a team that could not shoot threes all that well last year, especially without Bertans, who was out. He was hurt in the playoffs too. So Corey Kispert, I also feel like, is an underrated defender. He tries hard on defense, and we saw that with Gonzaga. That matters. We've seen players that aren't the best athletically, but if they try hard on defense, they're not going to be the worst in the league. And next, I have Davion Mitchell. Kings, I feel like this could be the year that they make that playoff push, and whether or not they make it, it's risky. That's why I told you before the video started that this was a risky pick. But Davion Mitchell, the best defensive player in the draft, especially for a guard, really can excel shooting the ball and driving. But I'm excited to see how this goes. I feel like they should trade De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield and run Tyrese Halliburton at shooting guard and point guard being Davion Mitchell. I feel like that would be the best course of action, and hopefully with those two pieces being traded out, they could get a quality small forward and power forward to pair with them, and hopefully Marvin Bagley can get healthy and help them out more. Wow,
We've definitely had this conversation before, I think, about the Kings.
I think so. I just mentioned it again because
I remember Mitchell, but yeah, I just wanted to remember. I'm like, I remember something about Fox, and I remember being shocked about Fox. I think I'm gonna say NBA draft review. I think that's when it was it.
Probably that could have been it. Yeah.
So, well, that concludes our episode. Yeah, I was pretty sure you were gonna mention Moody, so I was like, we're probably gonna agree on this. And I do agree with you about what you said with Kuminga, because I was like, yeah, he's more of a raw prospect. So that concludes our list. Hopefully we can add Dragic soon to the veterans. I'm still waiting for that news to drop. So that concludes it. Make sure to check out our other videos for the opinions of the week, and let us know what you think of the format so far.